Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everybody is doing great in their life. So we came late. We came late because I'm little bit busy because I'm working currently in morning shift. So I have more responsibility other than the other, rather than the other shifts. You know. Okay. So today we are talking about how to drive your blood with the serotonin. You know what serotonin is? So we basically gonna talk about it. So serotonin is basically a hormone which is secreted in our brain whenever we have done something looking like impossible or looks hard, but we conquer it through our discipline or something on our efforts. So that's how the serotonin originates in the brain or hormone. Okay, so so first we have to understand the basic human behavior. You know how they behave when they are confident and when they are anxious, or they are that much of not that much in confidence, or when they are nervous. So basically we gonna talk about that. So first thing is, so I was reading some books. So there is a chap. So there is the writer compared our human behavior with the lobsters. So everybody is aware of the lobsters found in some creepy looking creepy, creepy looking creatures with all of the multiple number of claws and cell around their body. But it's basically some people used to eat it as a seafood. So, but they are really creepy, in I must say. So, how they are connected to humans? So basically, lobster are one of the I can say one of the most old species surviving on the earth. So how how they are connected to humans behavior? So basically, the same as humans, so they follow a hierarchy system. Is one of the most strong, you know, one of the most strong lobster, then the less strong and less strong. So most strong lobster have their home. So they basically win there, or they conquer the other lobster, and then they grab their home. So basically they live in the some kind of everybody need some kind of safe space to rest and collect their food. So that's the same as humans. Human collect their foods, live in the home, live in the houses, to feel the safe, to protect themselves from the other environmental hazards, or you can say the other hunting species. Just human live in their house and civilizations to protect themselves from the other hunting species in the back times. So the same as the lobsters, they live in the some in the civilizations, and the most strong one is the leader, and who protects their protects their community, or you protect their community, and from the some lobster other some lobsters. And in the civilizations we have, in the history of humankind, we have just see that humans fight over the other civilizations, or in between humans, to grab the lands or the money or the power, to to expand their dynasty or something. So these are the things common between humans and lobsters. So how lobster behave when they are confident? So lobster have two antennas on, just like the if you have seen, ants have two antennas on their head. So basically, the lobster has six set of antennas on their head. So they basically communicated with them, with the antennas to each other. Okay, so when the two lobster have an argument, or you can say not in just like we have just oh, what you call me and this and that type, but whenever they have some type of argument, there can be argument or any female lobster or any of their territory. Anybody is trying to enter their territory, so whenever the two strong lobster fought, so what's their reactions, you know so they just not start rapidly start fighting, but they just show their powers. So if anyone lobster is coming close, come try to come into the fight or try to grab their territory, so they basically come into the fight. So before fight, how they show up their powers. So everybody, just like humans, when the human get angry, so they basically come closer, expand their body, and grab the collar, so they do such type of things. Same as the lobsters, they also do these type of things with their body. So whenever they come into fight, they just expand their claws and show that which one is bigger, and give the signals of give the threat signals to another lobster. Okay, if there is weaker one, okay, so the weaker one shrink their claws. If he's afraid, then he shrink his body. And if both lobsters are strong enough, both are expanding their claws and reacting to each other messages with same intensity, then they came into fight. Okay, and the lobster who wins who wins then the who wins you know exceptionally, I can say, he naturally gained some kind of confidence or some kind of empowerment or another another lobster, and this fueled them with the serotonin. That's how the serotonin release in their brain, how they feel confident. And this is the natural reason. And all the lobster who win their fight, the wom- all the not women sorry, no, the female lobsters will roam around them, will make them happy. Okay, and all the other lobsters who are living in their territory shuffle to the other lobster who is stronger. Can so not shuffle, just transfer their devotion to the other lobster, same as humans. Okay, we have we have seen in the history that whenever any new conqueror came, just we whenever the new conqueror came, just winning over the another, you know the past past man ruling that territory. So other the devotion shifted, the devotion of that aerial humans aerial humans shifted to the new conqueror. Okay, this and they fuel them with the serotonin. That's how the serotonin release. But in the today's world, we are not living in such type of situation. We don't need to conquer any territory, but we need to conquer the territory that we are working on. You know, in basically in the friend circle, you can say in the class or in the office, we are doing such type of things. So how can we fueled up with the serotonin? This is the question. So I have so if I tell you with my personal experience, I have some kind of anxiety or nervousness whenever I come into the public spaces. My mind just go blank, and it's okay. So why the mind goes blank? It's a basic human phenomenon. Whenever we go into the situation our mind is not in the comfortable situation, so our body defense mechanism, or you can say the brain defense mechanism automatically activated. Okay, so your brain want to feel you like you are, you need to get out of that situation, or you are feeling nervous, you just need to stay away from that situation. That's how your mind works, that's how your body defense system works. So this is the basic situation how the serotonin is in our blood. That's the confidence building hormone, that's give you the real happiness. If you are just impressed by someone's, you can say, if someone tries to, what we call tarif in English, sorry, my not coming to mind. So if anybody is doing your tarif, sorry, if anybody is appreciating you, okay, and you just open up your body and feel sudden smile and some kind of awkwardness come into your body or mind. Okay, I have seen uh, and I also used to do some kind of same, but I'm just gaining control over myself, that it's not the real happiness. The real happiness come to you through your mind. That's how you conquer anything. The confidence, how you conquer that thing which seems impossible to you, which is hard to achieve. Then you achieve it through your hard work, discipline. Okay, that's how the real happiness come into body, which gain the confidence. Okay, so that's how the soul serotonin originates. Okay, and there is also am I talking about addiction of dopamine? You just, it's also a major problem, I think, in today's world. So everything is enriched with the dopamine, even in the food to phone, scrolling some kind of reels, watching some low effort or low level content, just to not to put your brain into learning situation. That's your brain always want to protect you. That's how our old brain works. It always want to avoiding trying new things, and we cannot learn anything without trying new things. And our mind just don't support that. we need to we need to focus on that thing. How we can focus, that's where the come the role of human behavior or human evolution. So around 1 lakh or year or something, the human developed the power of cognitive thinking, which changed the humanitarian society for the forever. You can say you are seeing that we are building some AI and all of that stuff. Where did that is come from? When our we stopped listening to our old brain, this surviving nature of our brain, that there is no such type of fear, or there is no such type of fear is around them. We don't have to threat in every situation. We need to try new things. That's how we can grow. And what gives this power? This power is developed due to cognitive thinking, where we develop a new part of our brain called PFC, prefrontal cortex. Okay, that's how the prefrontal cortex develop. It's the basically the critique of our mind. It's just powers up our old conscious and subconscious mind, just to focus our power in that thing. That's how the prefrontal cortex works. Okay, so now addiction to dopamine. Okay, addiction to dopamine. We are filled with the dopamine actually. So everything reels to food, we overeat basically. Every situation, whenever we have a very stressed day and we want to feel good, Even I used to do it sometimes, but I replace. I'm not supporting any type of junk food whenever I just basically eat fruits when I need to, eat to eat fullness. Whenever I not getting fullness in my stomach and my body, so I basically eat fruits in the place of eating, some kind of junk food, which gives you high calorie. And they're also the metrics of the nature, you can say, that how we, there is a brain chain memory system, that how we eat food, how to, how our mind remembers that this food is good and that one is bad. Okay, so how our mind remembers it, that's where they come the role of dopamine. Whenever we eat any high calorie food, the more the dopamine released. Okay, whenever we eat low calorie food, we can say salad or some kind of fruits, there is less dopamine released. We not feel that much of pleasurable by eating salads and fruits on the place of whenever we eat a pizza, which is very high calorie food. Okay, and we just the dopamine rushes onto mind and we feel so good. And that's how the taste, that basically the calorie is the taste. Higher the calorie, higher the taste. Just simply take an example. We are eating any chapati, which chapati, just eating it with simple, you can say simple dal. Okay, we are not feeling that much of good, but okay, we are just eating. Whenever we apply some butter, we have done nothing, just applied some butter. Then how the taste originates? Have you ever think about this? Just we have just increased the calorie 2 to 3 times, and in the ancient times, we do not have access to the storing the food. We just hunt it and eat it. Yeah, and sometimes it is harder to get the food every day. So our body needs to store the energy, so we eat more. Okay, to store the energy. But in the recent times or in the modern time, we don't have to store the calories in our body. Okay, we have much access to our food, everything is available, everything can be stored, so we don't need to eat that food. We need to just understand the metrics, that how the dopamine is released. Same as the reels, we are scrolling. Our mind is still not developed as per the recent time, because all the technology is boosted in recent 50 to 100 years. 50, almost 50 years. All the technology is developed, new technology is developed in 50 years. And the content, and this content we are watching reels, it is only 10 to 20 years old. Okay, and how we are entertained, we are just scrolling and scrolling, and we are getting entertained. Okay, so our mind is not ready for this modern times. We basically need to understand that how the mind works, how the dopamine is released. Okay, that's the addiction of dopamine. So how does so basically now come to the again to the serotonin. So how the basically you build your confidence, how the serotonin originates. So if you wanna really boost your confidence, so I just there is a quote, and the name of the chapter is stand up straight and pull your shoulder back and stand up straight. Okay, मतलब कि लड़ने के लिए तैयार रहो in any situation. You don't need to fight with any man. You just need to fight the situation. Okay, you just need to fight with the situation. So anything that looks harder to you, you need to learn something new. You just need to learn, guitar, or you have nervousness in, you can say, public speaking. You have some kind of nervousness towards, communicating with people. And you have problem while talking to girls, just go for it, man. Go for it. Whenever, maybe it's not that good for first time, but when you try 2 to 3 times, when you get, your body is present in that situation basically. So basically your body is present in that situation, then you automatically or naturally get used to it. Okay. And when you break that plateau, or sorry, plateau, when you break that mind barrier, breaking that mind barrier give you the serotonin, the real confidence in your life. And how the serotonin changes your life. Okay. Okay. So now, how serotonin change your life? Now come back to the lobsters. So the lobsters who have winnings amount, higher winning amount, they get the most beautiful, or most vulnerable and most demanding female lobster. Okay, that's their nature. Okay, and second one, they basically fall less ill compared to the other lobster. You know, okay, they do not feel ill that easily. Okay, they have the higher survival chances compared to the other lobsters. Okay, they live over the longer age. Okay, they produce healthy childrens. Okay, and same in the human society. If you see in the poor and compare the poor and rich men who have wealth, confidence, and the resources, they comparably feel less ill. Okay, and the other side, poor people who have not that much of resources, continually in stress of managing their life, do feel more ill compared to the others. Okay, have less confidence, have less knowledge, have less access to the resources. Okay, and even in these times, the people who are successful, the men who are successful, really get the best girls, you know. And even if I say, even not in the beauty sense, but higher intellect girls choose strong men with boost, with confidence, money, wealth, and try and the warrior spirit. Not in the sense of you have to fight someone, just you need to fight the situation. Okay, so I hope that's that will help you to make some change in your lifestyle. Okay, so I think it's okay for that time. Let meet someday again. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.